I want to be better than him. That's been my goal since I was young. You can ask anybody, they will tell you, oh, why do you play basketball? Man, I was going to be better than my dad. He would be like, oh, you should be in the gym. I'm playing video games. I'm writing my own story every single day. I'm just living it out, but also knowing that I want to be better than him. That's been my goal since I was young. You can ask anybody, they will tell you, oh, why do you play basketball? Man, I was going to be better than my dad. And it's not something like I hold myself to where if I'm not doing what I need to be doing, it makes me disappointed. But knowing that it's a long journey, there's gonna be lots of ups and downs. But knowing that it's my own story, I get to write it, and he would probably agree with that's how I've lived my life. Bumped my head a couple of times, knowing like I know he would be like, oh, you should be in the gym. I'm playing video games, and so I think that just it all is makes me who I am today.
Where was the turning point for you where you kind of realized that your work ethic had to match up with your goals if you wanted to be better than a father who had a very successful NBA career? It's one thing to make the league, but your father played in the league for a number of years.
Yeah. I'd say probably start of high school. That was the biggest eye opener because, of course, I loved the game basketball. Grew up with it in my hands, and it was always something I wanted to do. But high school is when I really was like, you know what, I kind of want to take this serious and not just float around. I feel like I know my purpose. I know what I need to be doing, and so and he showed a good way. He knows. Hey, you need to be working out. You need to be doing this, and he was on me about it, but it wasn't out of like a outside of a dad perspective. He just wanted me to be the best person I could be. And so high school is when it really changed. I think because I went from 5'1" as a freshman on JV team, and then jumped up to 5'10". That's when I started dunking. And I was like, you know what? Because that summer I told my dad, I was like, yeah, Dad, I want to be able to dunk. And he's like, all right, well, you have to really work at it. That whole summer, I'd wake up early in the morning, I'd run a hill, I'd do sand workouts, play pickup until the sun went down all day, every day. And then finally started dunking the ball. And that's, I feel like, when it turned for me because I found it gave me a new spark. It gave me a new type of like, oh man, this could be kind of fun if I could do this all the time.
Yeah, I bet. And hey, it's crazy to think about the fact that there was a moment in life that you were shorter than I am right now. Like when you were like you were a small point guard coming in.
Small. I was very, very small. And then I sprouted up a little bit. And then my junior year, I was 6'2", 6'3". Had knee surgery. So that's when I grew the most. And
It's crazy.
then my senior years, that was my year that I started to put it together more and show flashes that I'm capable of playing at a high level. And of course, being able to be pushed by my former teammates, Jacoby Walter, he was a great person to go against every single day in high school. So yeah, I think that's a good matchup.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm just trying to wrap my head around the fact that in a 2-year period, you go from being 5'1" to 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
You gained 14 inches
Yeah.
in height. Like, just take basketball out of it. How is like normal life that you're used to being like a 5'1" kid, and next thing you know, you're 6'3"? That's kind of unheard of.
Yeah, I think I was very, very clumsy. My hand-eye coordination wasn't there. Couldn't really dribble the ball much. So they moved me to the wing. And, I've been here ever since. But it's starting to come back to me. I think that I opened a lot of eyes. A lot of people were like, man, you grew a lot. And like for me, it was just like, man, I don't feel like I've grown that much. Like I'm in my body every single day. You guys are just now seeing me after a couple years of not seeing me, and now I'm taller than you. And it's different.
When in high school did you go to Link in the first place?
I went to Link my junior year. That's when I had knee surgery. I had already said I was going to go to Link, and then hurt my knee during the summer, had surgery, spent that whole year recovering. Those are the people that didn't know. I was actually the cameraman. It's humbling. I've had a very humbling basketball experience. I feel like people see me now for who I am, but they don't really know the background behind it. Yeah, I had knee surgery. I missed basically that whole year. I only played 5 games.
Back, so you're the best camera guy on the team, utility player. You got all sorts of different skills should they need to be had. But you go from a year and not playing, and then you become one of the top recruits in the country and get recruited, play for one of the top teams in the SEC.
Yeah, it was it was
crazy
definitely it was a very quick turnaround. I think that it was God's timing for sure. It was definitely hard having to wait. I think that was the moral of the story, was just waiting. Like I didn't need any handouts. I didn't need any of that stuff. I just needed to wait. That was really about it. And so when I first started playing back with Mocan, it was kind of like a revenge tour for me because I was like, you know what? Like I didn't get to play in Peach Jam or any of that last year. I got hurt, and then I was like, you know what? Might as well just come back and win it. So we did that, and then so that kind of like gave me a little bit of fire going into high school. I was like, you know what? Like, lost the national championship game, played in it, then we lost to Montverde. Try to go get it back. But we turned around and won the whole thing, and it was such a crazy journey. I got to meet a lot of good people along the way. That team will have a lot of best friends for life, and so yeah, and then ended up at Tennessee for a year and a half, and now I'm here at Baylor.
What gave you the courage in the middle of the season to be able to make a leap, to understand that you talk about trusting God a lot?
Yeah.
What gave you the leap to be able to say, I know there's something better for me out there and I got to walk toward alignment for myself?
I got a lot of backlash for it, and this is honestly my first time probably speaking about it on like any type of camera. Got a lot of backlash for it, but I think that overall, I love those guys in Tennessee. Those were some of my best friends. I remember for life. Of course, those are my always remember 'em. And I think that at the end of the day, the decision I made is the one I have to stand on. And looking back, I don't have any regrets. I don't regret the decision I made. I'm glad I'm here. 100,000%. I'm glad I'm here. And I had to make sure my teammates were aware of the situation happening before it happened. And I think a lot of it got misconstrued, and people thought that I just doing the white flag and just left without saying anything. And so yeah, it was a little bit difficult, but I think that it was going because of the situation I was wanting to have, and just I don't know, opportunity and fit. I think that Baylor was the best opportunity and fit for me. And of course, I get Coach Drury's legendary coach. So that's something that I got. Of course, I would love to have around me. Coach Barnes, he was a legendary coach as well. And both great guys, both great coaches. This is home for me. I consider, hey, Baylor Bear, I love it. So never really thought I would end up at Baylor, but I'm here. I love it. This is home now. This is home for me. And so, yeah, I'm excited, glad to be here.
Where was the moment for you that you were able to, in the midst of all the chaos of a season, to know that this was home for you?
God just he brought me here. I think he kind of held my hand through the situation, and led me towards where I needed to be at, and I was here. Yeah, the walk on situation was a little bit eye opening for sure. Uh, hey, so Jason says I might be the best walk on of all time. I don't know though. Who knows? And then yeah, and then once I got here, it was a little bit eye opening. I had a different role. I was more of a practice guy. Didn't wasn't expecting to play that season, but I just kept working, kept my head down, stayed focused, and now I'm here. I think that more of the story is just be patient.
One of the themes of this team is all around joy.
Yeah.
Do you feel this has helped you find your joy in
Oh,
playing again?
100%. Definitely. Definitely. I enjoy playing with these dudes, even on the harder days. I know that I'm like, it's only temporary. It'll flip around, it'll come back full circle. But knowing that I'm not alone in this situation, I might be tired, my body might be sore or beat up or whatever. Or end of the practice, I gotta run a 17, knowing like, all right, I'm not the only one in this. It's multiple guys. It's a team thing. And so can't really be selfish enough to internalize it, and let that carry or show on through my expressions or how I'm talking to my teammates. And so just trying to be positive, trying to keep everything connected, bonding with the guys, taking it day by day, and enjoying these moments.
What is the most inspirational moment you've had with Coach Drew?
Ooh, I probably say in Germany. First half was a little bit rough for us against Brazil in the goal game. And I was like, hey coach, just got you. Like I'm gonna lock in. I just need a second to focus. And he's like, I got you. He just dapped me up. He's like, I'm gonna just go out there and play. Remember to the basket. Just remember that. I got you. Turned around, had a really, really good second half. We of course came up a little bit short. But I think it was some very good learning lessons, and a lot of trust was growing through our team and showing what we can do and what we can't do. And I wouldn't even say that we can't do, but it's not something that we're accustomed to. And so just knowing what everyone's strengths and weaknesses are, and keep everybody doing their strengths instead of their weaknesses.
It's always a positive. And with him, obviously, faith's a big part of his program. And it's also something that sounds like it's very big in your life.
Yes, sir.
What's one way he's been able to impact your faith in a positive way?
He actually just called me 2 days ago on the phone, and we talked about Bible verses that will help me when I have really bad anxiety. And so just helped me with that. I think that helped keep me grounded. Remember control what I can control, especially when I feel like I have a lot going on, and just what I can't control, give to him and let him deal with it. I think that helps a lot. It takes a lot of weight off my shoulders, and knowing that I can only do one thing at a time as of right now, and whatever it is, keep my feet grounded, knowing where I'm at.
Talked about at the beginning of this interview that you kind of have this goal of being better than your dad.
Yeah,
You think coming to this program, seeing all the pictures of guys that have come into this program, become ultra successful, you think that's helping you see that vision again
yeah,
now
yeah.
that
No,
you can
hundred
get your
percent.
hat in draft day and
Yeah,
maybe a franchise one day achieve that dream?
yeah. No, that's of course that's the dream. It's that is the dream that I would like to do. Uh, man, yeah. Coach Drew, I think puts it into perspective for me. He just lets me know just to find my niche and carve out what I'm and be consistent. Like figure out what I'm gonna do and do it consistent. And so if that's how I need to play, if I need to like right now he's emphasizing like how to be more of a consistent scorer and keeping it efficient. And so I'm still learning. I haven't played a whole lot of basketball in college. For me, it's kind of just like a what if. And so of course I'm excited to show what I can do, open some eyes, but he just keeps it in perspective. Hey, this is how you need to approach the games. If you want to be able to score or do this or be as an impactful player to winning for this team as you would like to be. And we just tell me like, man, the sky's the limit.